Today we will review 6th grade math lesson 11.3. This lesson will cover how to find distance on the coordinate plane. Here's your I can statement. I can find the distance between 2 points with the same x or y coordinate across quadrants and use a scale in real-world problems to find the actual distances and explain my solution method to others. Let's review some vocabulary today. Please go ahead and write this in a math spiral notebook. I would recommend it. So our vocabulary today is absolute values, and that's from Module 1 in your math book if you want to review that. But remember that an absolute value is the distance from 0 on a number line. I encourage you to pause this video at any time and complete these problems on your own first, and then go back and watch the video. So you can find the distance between the two endpoints of a horizontal or vertical line segment on the coordinate plane by finding their distance from the x or y axis using absolute values. Remember, the absolute value of a number is its distance from 0 on a number line. If you'd like to refer to problems in your student notebook similar to this, look at your homework on page 363 for more examples. Let's look at our first example here. It says point A, and then we have point B. So point B is here, and point A is right there. So point A has the coordinates -4 and 2. And then B has the coordinates of 1 and 2. Notice that points A and B have the same y coordinates. So remember, when we write our ordered pairs, the first term is x, the second term is y. So we're looking here, they have the same y coordinates, but are in different quadrants. So we can look and we know that B is in quadrant 1, and we know point A is in quadrant 2. And they are separated here by the y-axis. And then here's your x-axis. So they're separated by a vertical number line, which is your y-axis. Because A and B have the same y coordinate, they are aligned horizontally. Draw a line segment connecting the 2 points. So then you would draw a line segment here, connecting those 2 points. And then it says we need to go ahead and look at the x values. And we need to take the absolute value of the x coordinates, which is -4 and 1, the absolute value of each of those. So the absolute value of 4, the distance to 0 would be 4. The absolute value of 1, which means the distance to 0, is 1. Excuse me. Then we want to add them together, and we know that's 5 units. So what I want you to remember is that we are going to add the absolute value of coordinates when the vertices are in different quadrants. So the distance from point A to the y-axis is 4 units. We did that. We add both of these up and we get that they are 5 units. Now we want to do the other side. So we know this side here, this length is 5 units. Oops. Okay. Now let's do the next one here. Point C is at 3, 4, so that's here in the first quadrant, and then point D is 3, -4, and that is in quadrant 4. So this is in quadrant 4, so they're in different quadrants. So if I have C would be 3, 4, and D is 3, -4. And you can see here that they have the same x coordinates. So when they have the same x coordinates, they are aligned vertically. So then we need to take the absolute value. So I have the absolute value of 4 and the absolute value of -4. So the distance from 0 would be 4, and then I add them together and I get 8 units. So the distance of each point from the x-axis, then I would go ahead and find the sum of that, and I would get 8 units. So let's look at this strategy again on a few more examples below in questions 1, 2, and 3. Just remember here that when they have the same x coordinate, so something to note, if they have the same x coordinate, they're aligned vertically. So you can see here, this is the example where they're aligned vertically. And then up here, this example, when they had the same y coordinate, they are aligned horizontally. So again, between points A and B, they're aligned horizontally. Okay, determine the distance between the landmarks. Each unit on the coordinate plane corresponds with 1 kilometer. So we have to remember, each unit is equal to 1 kilometer. And we are going ahead in the directions it says to find the distance between the landmarks. Okay, question 1. Question 1 is from the train station. Oops. From the train station to the library. So we know the train station is going to be points 4 and 4, and the library will be 4 and -3. So we need to look at this. What do they have in common? They have the same x coordinate. So because they have the same x coordinate, I need to take the absolute value of the y. And the absolute value of 4 is 4. Absolute value of 3 is +3. And then I need to add them together because I have here, I have the train station is in quadrant 1. And I have the library is in quadrant 2. So they're in different quadrants. Remember, this is, oh, sorry. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. So because they're in different quadrants, I need to add them, and I get 7 units. So because 7 units corresponds to 1 kilometer, my answer would be 7 kilometers. Oops, I put kilograms. 7 kilometers. Okay, now we have question 2. We have the train station to the market. So the train station, again, is 4, 4 as the coordinates, and the market is -4, 4, because the market is in the second quadrant here. So because they have the y coordinates are the same, then I need to take the absolute value of the x. So the absolute value of 4 is 4, absolute value of -4 is 4, and I need to add them because they're in different quadrants, and I get 8 units. So the units, remember, are equivalent to kilometers, so that would be 8 kilometers is the distance between the train station and the market. Question 3, we have the library to the school. We need to find that distance. So the coordinates of the library is 4, -3, and the coordinates for the school is -7, -3. What do they have in common? They have the y value in common. So now I need to take the absolute value of the x. So the absolute value of 4 is 4. The absolute value of -7 is 7. I need to add them together, and I get 11 units. And units are kilometers, so the distance between the library and the school is 11 kilometers. That is our lesson for Module 11, Lesson 3, Grade 6.